Today, we're digging into a really fascinating set of ideas that come from a seminar given way back in 1989. It offers a completely different path to happiness, one that has, well, nothing to do with chasing the next big thing and everything to do with cultivating a calm mind. We live in a world that is constantly pushing us to achieve more, to be more. We're taught that success, in our jobs, with our money, our social lives, is the key to unlocking happiness. But is it really? It's a question we all kind of grapple with, and it's right at the heart of what we're going to explore today.
So, this seminar argues something pretty profound, that true deep happiness isn't some external prize you go out and win. Nope, it's an internal state that you have to actually nurture. It suggests that maybe, just maybe, in our constant search for validation from the outside world, we're looking in the completely wrong place.
Okay, so let's start with the problem. How does the modern world teach us to chase happiness, and why, according to this philosophy, does it so often lead us astray? Let's dive into what you could call the modern happiness paradox.
From a very young age, we're handed this sort of external happiness checklist, right? Get the promotion, make more money, get people to like and praise you, hit that big life goal. Now look, these aren't bad things, but the seminar really questions whether they're the true source of our happiness. And this is the key question that's posed. I want you to really think about it for a second. Are these things, the job, the money, the praise, are they truly the necessary and sufficient conditions for you to be happy? The speaker suggests that, yeah, they might be satisfying, but they are not the whole story. There's a much deeper happiness we tend to overlook.
And here's the paradox, the twist. By constantly measuring our own worth against this external checklist, we can get disconnected from how we really feel. We start looking at our own lives through other people's eyes, and we lose that ability to be totally honest with ourselves about what actually brings us peace.
So, this constant chase for external stuff doesn't just distract us, it creates a specific kind of internal chaos. It builds a restless mind, and that restlessness, it comes with a very, very real cost.
Let this question just sink in for a moment. I'm not talking about quiet, I mean true internal silence, totally free from the pull of a screen, a conversation, or just your own racing thoughts. The seminar argues that for most of us, the answer is probably zero. Our minds are just in constant motion, pulled in 1,000 different directions at once.
The Japanese term for this state is nayami. Now, we might translate it as worry or anguish, but the definition here is so specific. It's that feeling of your mind being fractured, totally split between different paths, and just unable to land on a single clear decision. It's a state of being divided against yourself. Now, this is absolutely crucial. A mind that's stuck in that state of nayami literally can't perceive the world clearly. Beauty just vanishes. The world starts to look distorted and ugly. You can't see the good in yourself, you can't see it in other people, and everything just feels like this big, messy pile of contradictions.
And all of that inner turmoil leads to this. When our own mind is in chaos and we feel unhappy, our first instinct is to project that feeling outward. We look for a reason why, and almost always, we end up blaming someone or something else for our own suffering.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem. This external chase leads to an internally divided mind, which then distorts our entire reality. So what's the alternative? Well, this is where the seminar proposes a really radical shift in how we see everything.
The speaker uses this beautiful metaphor. A restless, worried mind is like an ant. It's so focused on the ground right in front of it, the next crumb of food, the next little obstacle, that it never ever looks up. But a calm human mind? It has the amazing capacity to see the sunset, the moon, the stars. It can connect with a reality that is just boundless and full of awe.
And this is the whole point. Profound happiness isn't found in closing the big deal at work. It's found in the stillness of just noticing a single flower on a mountain path. It's that quiet awe you feel when you see vibrant red plum blossoms against a backdrop of pure white snow. It's a connection to the world that can only happen when the mind is still.
This all leads us to the central metaphor of the entire talk, and it's a really powerful image for understanding how to get to this state of inner calm and clarity.
The term for this ideal state is Heiseishin. You could translate it as a calm or peaceful heart mind, and the image they give is just beautiful. It's a mind that is as perfectly still and clear as the surface of a mountain lake at dawn or a flawlessly polished mirror.
And this quote just gets right to the heart of it.
Think about it. A mirror that has ripples on its surface, or cracks, or dirt, it's going to give you a distorted image of reality, right? Well, it's the exact same with our minds. A mind that's agitated by anger or worry or envy, it just can't see the world, other people, or even itself clearly and beautifully.
So this is the big shift. Your main job in life isn't to accumulate more stuff, more achievements. According to this philosophy, your main job is one of maintenance. It's to constantly work at keeping that inner mirror of your mind clean, polished, and perfectly still.
Okay, so that all sounds really nice in theory, but how do we actually do that? How do we keep the mirror still in our chaotic, modern lives? Well, the seminar offers some very concrete practices.
So it outlines 3 core practices. First, you have to actively carve out moments of true silence every single day. Second, practice forbearance. This is a big one, especially with anger. It's about recognizing that feeling is coming and then choosing not to let it create ripples on your mirror. And third, practice tolerance. Instead of immediately judging people, try to understand they're on their own journey and just give them the grace of time.
The speaker is especially clear about the danger of anger. This quote is so vivid, isn't it? Anger isn't just a bad mood. It's a moment of actual peril. It's the single fastest way to shatter the stillness of your mind, to send you tumbling from a place of clarity and peace right into a valley of turmoil.
All right, let's bring all of this together into one final, actionable idea that you can take with you.
If you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. Forget the endless checklist of external goals for just a moment. The most important work you can do for your own happiness and for how you experience the entire world is to protect the calm, clear surface of your own mind.
And so I'll leave you with this final question. Check in with yourself, right now, in this moment. How calm is your inner mirror? Is the surface still? Or are there maybe a few ripples? You know? Just asking the question, that's the first step to finding that calm.